Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to share with you an article I just wrote. I'll put a link to it down in the description below, but it's something I've been thinking about for quite some time, and it's the idea that our genes and our genetic makeup, our DNA, is a gift that we've been given. It's a holy sacrament gift that we have been given because we're not insects, we're not animals, we're not worms. We are actual human beings. We have the ability to think and to perceive and to think about consciousness and higher realities and all these types of things. And I find it so fascinating that people are not respecting and they're not living in awe and reverence of their genes and their genetic makeup. I mean, how much would you be willing to pay if you were, let's say, a billionaire and someone gouged your eyes out and they said, I'll let you have your eyes back so you could see, but only if you pay me $100 million. Would you do it? I think the answer is yes. We'd pay any amount of money to have the ability to see back, right? Or if someone chopped our arms off, how bad would we want our arms back, right? But our gene, those things are just small parts of our entire genetic makeup, right? Yet we value those so much, but we don't value our entire genetic genome, our makeup, our genetic expression. And so I think about this, and I think about how not just for pregnancy and future generations, but it's my contention that everything we think about, everything we say, everything we feel, everything we emotions we express, people we hang around with, people we spend time with, things we take in like movies and music and people like that, all of this stuff gets locked into our DNA. And I think it gets stuck there. And I think that it's possible that our genetic expression could be based upon that in some way. So in some way, our genes and our environment are inextricably linked. And there's a couple great books about this, which I linked to in the article. One is called The Biology of Belief, and the other one is called You Are the Placebo. If you click on the link below, I reference both those in the article. But our environment actually has a huge impact on how our genes express themselves. So just because you have a breast cancer gene doesn't mean necessarily that that gene isn't going to be expressed. It could be expressed based on the environment that we bathe those genes in, but it doesn't have to be expressed. And so on one level, on a physical level, I can understand people, especially pregnant mothers, wanting to give birth to a healthy child and doing things during pregnancy. But it's my contention that everything we say and think and do and feel and eat, even when we're 12 years old, somehow affects the future life of the genes that you're going to have at the time that you donate your sperm or donate your eggs, right? Because at the time that you donate those two things, they're the end point of everything you've been saying and doing and how you've been living up until that point. So the chocolate cake that you eat tonight, if you're 10 years old, and my contention and my understanding and my feeling is that maybe not on a level that we can measure and test scientifically yet, is going to affect the type of child that you give birth to. And also, not just that, but our genetic expression is based on our environment. One of the main ways is based on our environment. And so if you have genetic expression by continually exposing yourself to toxicities through food, through cell phone radiation, through negative thoughts and thinking, and then a cancer gene expresses itself, then you have all kinds of karma that's has to be resolved, right? And then that karma is going to be potentially lived out in future lifetimes. Potentially. Maybe you're a Christian, you don't believe that. I don't know if I believe that. It's just an idea, something I've been thinking about. So everything we do, say, think, feel, and who we interact with and the thoughts we think and all of that affects not just me in this immediate moment with trying to lose 10 pounds and get six-pack abs, but somehow it affects the future child and future lineage and how strong the genetic bonds are of future generations in our family, the physical health of those generations of people, but also it affects potentially future lifetimes of our own existence. So I don't know, just a thought that I've been thinking about lately. Click below, there's an article that I wrote all about this and my thoughts further expressing, and with a bunch of links and things like that too. So I'm curious what you think. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think the same thing about genes and how they're a gift and how we need to be honoring that as a gift? So I'm curious what your thoughts are. So comment below, and I'd love to hear from you.